Welcome back, everyone, to the High Tempo Sports Podcast, episode 141. Let's get it right out of the way. First things up. It's been a break since we've uploaded last again. Our last episode was when we did our whole apology about missing time. Our last episode we did right before the NBA Finals started. We did an NBA Finals prediction episode. Same thing happened where the file just disappeared. It wasn't there. So we're going to be making some changes with our recording and everything so that hopefully this doesn't happen anymore. Hopefully this is the last time we have to
worry about it.
It's
like stressful doing the podcast.
Because it's not like we're just like not doing the podcast. We're still doing it. It's just like it's not coming out because it disappears. In case you're wondering, I picked Warriors in 6. I think you picked Warriors in 7, right?
Yeah.
So both are still likely, or not likely. Both are still could happen.
Yeah, up in the air.
But yeah, we did a whole NBA Finals prediction episode. We reacted to Bleacher Report articles. It was a pretty fun episode, like every episode.
We don't make bad episodes.
No, but
we haven't produced a bad one since like 12.
But hopefully we're back consistently, like, because we are consistently in here.
And it like, that's what hurts. It's not that we don't care. It's that the tools around us aren't working the way we want them to.
Exactly.
And it could be user failure. It very well could be, but I'm going to blame it on the machinery.
Hopefully.
Because it can't talk back to me. What's it going to say?
We'll go with that. But yeah, tonight is game 4 of the NBA Finals. Right now, Boston is up 2-1. So let's talk about it. So far in this series, obviously each game has gone back and forth. Boston won game 1, Warriors win game 2, and Boston goes back up the other night. Tonight is a very, very important game because obviously if you go down 3-1, historically, the Warriors know especially, you usually can't come back from that. And, you know, if the Warriors end up tying it up here, going 2-2,
back to San Francisco.
Goes back to San Francisco, and they have home court advantage for the rest of the playoffs or the rest of the series. So this is like the most important game of the series so far tonight. What are we thinking? I guess we'll talk about the first 3 games we can too.
Yeah, I'm super excited for this game. The Celtics to me have like outplayed the Warriors. I know the Warriors have obviously 2-1 games, but like even Wednesday night, the Celtics felt like they were in control of the whole game, and the Warriors were just like scrambling to stay alive the entire game. You know, they'd go on a 10-point run, close up the gap to like 6-7 points, and then the Celtics would push it back to 12, sometimes 17 points, and the Warriors would come back. They came all the way back in the fourth quarter, or all the way back in the third quarter before completely collapsing and putting together 11 total points as a team in the fourth quarter, which is, that's just, the fourth quarter is when things get real. Teams play harder defense. Teams are working for way better shots. For you to only score 11 points when the stakes are at their highest in the fourth quarter says a lot about the future going forward, what this series could look like. If the Celtics just decide, man, we're going to play that fourth quarter we're going to play this first quarter like we did the fourth quarter. Act like the game's almost over, blah, blah, blah. And obviously, you know, situationally it's not the same. But the Warriors or the Celtics have shown that they can just come out and dominate the Warriors. With Steph Curry's new ankle injury. I haven't seen any reports on it since.
They said he avoided serious injury and he is playing tonight, but I mean when he came back he was
clearly limping.
It didn't look great, and they ended up pulling him obviously eventually because it was just out of reach.
Totally sucks. I literally hated watching it happen. It wasn't a dirty play, nothing, just a basketball play. And Steph ended up to be on the wrong end of it, and looks like he got hurt, and it very well could affect the series. If you don't think a nagging ankle injury can affect the way you play, you're crazy.
With a guy that runs around the court
the entire game. And is always cutting, always moving differently. It really sucks. I'm hoping Clay really brings it tonight, and I'm hoping Draymond gets his head out his ass.
Yeah.
He is playing like a dumbass.
I know.
And it's just, to me, Draymond is at his best when he is having, and I'm not a State fan, so you've seen him play a lot longer, when he's having fun, when he's, smiling after making a dime, doing all this. Every single play, it seems like he has a negative reaction to it, of anything that happens. And the worst part is the amount he complains for the amount that he gets away with.
Yeah.
he is the most physical player on the floor, which is cool. Totally cool with me. I love it. I love physicality.
But realize you're being physical, you know?
And he fouls a guy every possession.
Yeah, exactly.
Like they could literally say, Draymond, here's 6 straight fouls in the first quarter. You're done, dude.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't, because they know you're a superstar. They respect that. Please just give them a little bit of respect.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to be that bad about it, because clearly you're the most physical. There's the video of him setting like the 3 moving screens
Yeah.
on one play,
Or that-
shoving dudes to the ground, and it's like,
that video of Tatum's boxing him out on the free throw, and he literally just like climbs his back.
Yeah.
And they just like, Tatum literally just goes like, he wasn't even like mad at the ref. He was literally just like, what the hell? Like,
yeah, and that's what sucks so much about it. I really want Draymond to come out and play well, because Draymond, when he's playing well, is like the most fun player to watch from a coach's perspective, because he just plays the game so beautifully. When everything's clicking for him, the game is at its most pure and its most perfect, especially with Steph and Clay. It's really tough not to win a game when Steph and Clay both go ballistic and shoot the ball really well, both score the ball really well. Those are games you got to win, because that hasn't happened.
100%.
Hasn't happened much in the playoffs.
My thing with Draymond is he clearly, like you said, based on the game, Steph Curry. I mean, I know Steph and Clay kind of went cold in the fourth quarter, but Steph was going off. Klay Thompson was, I mean, he hit like 5 or 6 threes, I think. So had his best game of these finals, and it's still like not even a close loss. That shows, I think, how important Draymond Green is to this team. And I don't want to say he needs to realize that, because he knows. He knows how important
you
he
listen
is.
to the podcast.
Yeah,
He understands.
He knows how important he is. And so for him to get into foul trouble, which he's done in 2 of these games so far, I understand the getting in the Celtics' head thing. I think it's a smart tactic because they're a young team, first time in the finals. Like, I 100% get that aspect of it. But Draymond, it's nothing new that he is, a complainer to the refs. He might be the biggest complainer in the entire NBA. That's just how he is.
It's probably him or Luka.
Yeah,
or LeBron.
Or LeBron or Andre Iguodala's pretty bad.
Dude, Iggy's bad.
Everyone is
Yeah.
bad. Like Jeff Van Gundy said it the other night on air. It was someone complained to the ref, and he goes, "Yeah, they're complaining to the ref just like every player on every single play." And it's just like, it's true.
Yeah, every place, one player will be complaining.
Which I think is part of the fact that they have a relationship with the referees, which I think makes it easier for them to complain.
Yeah.
But obviously guys who take it too far, like Draymond Green. And Draymond, like, now that they're getting down 2-1, and he admitted he played bad, because he did. And I think maybe he was a little frustrated. The crowd is chanting their F Draymond chants a lot of different times.
You have not played in a place like Boston in the finals ever. The Miami Heat is nothing like Boston. It's Boston and Philly and New York are their whole separate tier of fans and how they react.
When did he play against the Miami Heat?
Did I say Miami? Oh, yeah, you're right. Cleveland.
I was like trying to think. I was
yeah,
like,
no, you're right.
I don't
You're
know.
right. Cleveland, Milwaukee. Who
He didn't
else?
play against Milwaukee either. It's just Cleveland
That's
and
the-
Toronto.
Oh, yeah.
Toronto's bad. Remember when KD got hurt, tore his Achilles, and they were
Yeah,
like cheering
that
about
was
it?
bad. But it's
Yeah,
probably
no,
still
Boston
not
fans
like
are-
Boston.
Yeah, I agree, yeah.
And it's just like Draymond's just got to go out there and play the game, dude. He's not even playing basketball at times, it feels like. I really want him to play well this next few series, because I'm a huge Draymond fan. But it does make for the most interesting podcasts when he plays bad.
Yeah.
Because he is so interesting to listen to, because he says he is always the entire podcast. He's alone. He's not talking to
Yeah,
anybody.
it's just him.
Just talking by himself,
Which is-
to himself.
Shout out to him, by the way, because doing a solo podcast like that, he is so entertaining.
So
the entire
entertaining.
time. Like he's like, I listen to his podcast every time it comes out.
#1 leaguer podcaster.
Yeah, like currently in the league.
Yeah, absolutely.
100%.
Not even. I don't even think it's close. I mean, Duncan is a podcaster, but like he's not like
His isn't
Draymond.
as good, yeah.
Yeah, he isn't as good. He isn't as entertaining. Draymond just has so much to say, but the entire podcast, he's like, "I know I played bad. I know I played bad. I know I played bad." The entire podcast, like, Draymond, you're good. Like we have bad games.
And the ESPN stat, did you see the freaking ESPN stat that was like Draymond like when he podcasts after it was involving his podcast, a stat. Draymond Green has been podcasting after every single playoff game. When they beat Minnesota, or who did they beat first round? They beat Denver first round. Podcast after every game. When he beat Memphis in the second round, podcast after every game. He podcasted after he got ejected out of the Memphis game. They
Like,
won
immediately.
those series. So why are we acting, and against Dallas?
Like it's a problem.
So why are we acting like just now it's like Draymond he's too focused on the podcast. No, he's not. The Celtics are the best team they've played so far.
Yeah, and it's for him to get a bag. And clearly, here's something I do want to say. Clearly, the Celtics are too tough. Too mentally
100%.
tough. They are not,
and physically.
They are not that kind of team. This is not a team that's never like been competitive in the playoffs. This isn't like the Hawks last year. This team with Jason Tatum has been making deep runs since Jason Tatum's been there. Yeah, they had 1 year where they didn't, but like year after year, they're competing in the East. And now they finally got over the hump. This is not the team you want to be doing that to. Marcus Smart is too headstrong. JT is headstrong.
Grant Williams.
Jaylen Brown is a freaking dog. Al Horford doesn't care what your name is. Like he doesn't even know who else is on the floor with him. He just balls.
Horford came up clutch with the hustle plays late in that game. But yeah, Draymond, I think, is the X factor. Obviously, I mean, maybe not the X factor, but he's just most important. They need him to play an all-around good game because it helps Steph and Clay play a good game. I think the X factor is where's Kevon Looney in the game?
Why is he not playing, dude?
Boston is getting offensive rebound after offensive rebound.
In the fourth, especially.
Yeah.
They throw out. They say, oh, you're not going to play Kevon Looney? So they throw Al Horford and Rob Williams out there.
Yeah.
And go on.
Yeah, and they just continue to get a bunch of offensive rebounds with running Draymond small ball. Obviously, once Draymond fouled out, they brought Kevon Looney back in, and we got some Andre Iguodala minutes. But it's just, I don't get why Kevon Looney. I mean, he's been fantastic this whole playoffs, and they've been playing him against teams with big. So I don't get why now it's like where you don't play him as much. Like he's so important to that. He saved them in the Dallas series with a lot of offensive rebounds. So I mean, not saved them, but he won them a bunch of games that way.
He averaged like 13 rebounds a game that series.
Something.
How do you just like pull that guy off the floor completely in the fourth quarter when you're getting out rebounded?
Yeah, exactly. Like I get it if you're not getting out rebounded.
Yeah.
Take him out. Space the floor. But when the number one reason why you are losing, other than turnovers, is offensive rebounds, second chance points, it's I don't understand. Like that's just what I'm just thinking. Like it's like I don't really understand. And then the turnovers. Obviously, the Warriors were hitting a lot of shots, but they were turning the ball over like crazy. Boston is a phenomenal defense, so it makes sense. But they need to play. I mean, Jordan Poole, as much as he's a fun player, and I said he was the X factor coming into this series, which it's kind of looking true right now because he hasn't played
He's
great.
Getting clamped.
And the Warriors aren't playing great. So it's like maybe you start to not play Jordan Poole as much in this series. I know how important he is, and if he is hitting shots going off, you continue to play him. But Otto Porter Jr. has been pretty good in the minutes he's played. Like we said, Kevon Looney. Iguodala, I think, has been good in the minutes he's played. I
don't get why the Warriors haven't given, and there's one guy, maybe I'm completely wrong in thinking this, I don't get why the Warriors haven't given Kuminga a little more opportunity, especially over like a guy like Andre Iguodala who's like 90.
I know, I feel like I'd rather play Iguodala.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think Kuminga's
been there. Kuminga, I know he's like younger and obviously faster and stuff.
I just think
but
if I'm the Warriors, we need a spark. And I just don't know if Iguodala is that spark. You know what I mean?
Right.
If I'm going to Iguodala, it's my last-ditch effort, and I think Kuminga might be a better last-ditch effort.
Yeah, I think it's kind of situational. Like, if it's early in the game and you're trying to get something going, I think Kuminga would be the move. But fourth quarter comes down, guys are in foul trouble, you're losing by 15 points. I'm not bringing in Kuminga. I'm bringing in a guy who's been there that knows how we can get back in this game. I know Iguodala's not crazy good, obviously, anymore, but I think he has looked solid in his minutes so far.
Yeah, he hasn't looked bad yet. Like, I haven't been like disappointed in him. I just wish like Kuminga would get some run. Yeah, because like when he did play during the season, he was good. Like he
just hasn't played much in this entire playoffs.
In the entire playoffs. But I wish he would. I don't really understand why you would go away from him so much all of a sudden. Klay Thompson's comments after the game.
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing, dude? You sound like an idiot. Like you sound so dumb. and again, I like Klay Thompson.
Yeah.
But why are you complaining about rude fans? It's Boston. Did you not expect that?
Exactly. Like, and for a guy that's the part that irks me the most is Klay Thompson has played in what? This is now his 6th NBA Finals that he's played in. Like, dude, you've been on this stage multiple times, and just now you're getting affected by the crowd.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't say like it's bothering him or anything.
No, he just mentioned it.
He just said like real. I mean, I think it was more of just a salty remark because they just lost the game or whatever.
Yeah.
But you can't blame it on the crowd. Like
Yeah.
any crowd is gonna do that especially when you have Draymond Green on your team. Like it's just
Exactly.
Warriors fans are the same way. So
Yeah.
it's just like, that was definitely a odd statement by Klay Thompson. If he has a bad game tonight, he is going to get killed by that crowd. So I hope he goes off and shushes the crowd because it
Yeah.
would be pretty cool.
But don't shush them because that wouldn't be very classy. Would
Yeah.
it? Would it, Clay?
With children in the crowd, I don't think that's a good idea.
You just got to be classy, Clay. Dude, screw classy. Play basketball. However
Since
the
it's San
hell you
Diego.
want it. Like I don't give a shit whether or not you have class.
Yeah.
Like oh man, that irked me too because obviously he made the comments instantly came off of his LeBron comments. You know, somebody got their feelings hurt. Well, that series, Clay, he might have gotten his feelings hurt, but he ended up winning that series down 3-1, and you only said that because you were up 3-1. You would have never said that up 2-1 to LeBron.
Yeah.
You only said that because you're up 3-1 and you thought you were safe. LeBron came and won. Now you look like you're on the opposite end, where you might be getting your feelings hurt. You might be bugged by it, even though he said it immediately after saying, "No, it don't bother me." But to be doing that, blah, 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 and then go on about it, it was just such a bad look for Klay, especially for a guy who, to me, seems like he is nerveless. Like, there would be nothing. If Klay is on my team, I feel like, man, he's a rock. You know, what's going to bug Klay Thompson?
Yeah.
And now, like, he's, I don't know, maybe reading too much into it. But
So Game 4 predictions. This is obviously a big, by the time you're hearing this podcast, Game 4 will be over. So you'll get to see who is wrong or right between us. Do you want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
I'll go first. I'm
All right.
taking the Celtics tonight. In Boston, the crowd is going to be more amped up than they were in Game 3. I mean, this game is more important. You go up 3-1, there's little to no chance the Warriors come back. However, if there is a team to come back from 3-1, it is these Warriors. I mean, these Warriors could do it.
And they have done it. Obviously not in the
yes.
finals, but
They did against the Rockets.
they did it against the Thunder the year before, or the series before they blew the 3-1 to
Yeah, maybe. No, that's
the
what
Cavs.
I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
Not the-
they're down
yeah.
3-1 against the Thunder in 16. Crazy comeback. So they, like you said, if any team can, it's them. But
It's just it's not a high percentage chance. And these Celtics don't look like they're afraid. They just look like they want everything. Jaylen Brown is so much fun to watch, even though he is so like, I want to say streaky, but like there's just like stretches where he doesn't shoot the ball.
Yeah.
Like he's not getting looks.
I would
so he
say
doesn't
in
do it.
general he's a streaky player, but in these finals he hasn't been.
Yeah. Well, I think he is streaky, but it's like quarter streaky.
Yeah.
He's having 15 points in a quarter, scoring 2 the next quarter, and then
true.
7 the next quarter. And it's like he's just all over the place with the scoring numbers. But he ends with 28. He ends with 28. So like,
Exactly.
well, you can't complain about streakiness.
So they're going Celtics then tonight.
Yeah, Celtics tonight.
I want the Warriors to win. But,
That's the way I feel.
But it's not my prediction. I agree with you. I'm picking Boston tonight. If you're the Warriors, last game, I mean, you really couldn't have played a better game offensively. Like you were running the dribble handoff screen to perfection. I mean, Boston was playing it poorly. You're getting good shots and hitting those shots. And you still lost the game.
Yeah.
Obviously, like I don't want to say they couldn't have played offense more perfectly because there was a lot of turnovers, but defensively Boston couldn't be stopped. And I don't think the Warriors are going to get another chance of after that game. There's no way Boston comes out and allows Golden State to get those looks again. There's no chance. I think it would just
There's
be
no way they play drop
Ime
coverage.
Udoka, like the best defensive coach right now, I would say. So I think Boston's going to make changes, and it's going to be tough for the Warriors to stay that level consistent on offense. And for offensively on Boston's side, they looked great. They had options coming everywhere, so I'm going to go with Boston. I want Golden State to win just because I want it. Game 5 feels like a Game 7, honestly. So, but I'm going to go with Boston. But how poetic would it be if Boston goes up 3-1 and the Warriors, get their revenge for the 3-1 blown lead and come back and win it? Like it would be awesome.
hype. It'd be hype. Man, these Celtics look good.
Yeah,
and
I don't think this is the type of team to blow a 3-1.
No, but we would have said the same thing about the Warriors.
Yeah, 100%.
Like we would have said that more
Yeah.
enthusiastically. This game is, and I didn't even mention Steph's ankle injury. I mean, Steph very well could come into this game hurt, and you're not going to beat this Celtics team that hurt Steph Curry. I don't think, unless Jordan Poole plays the role of Steph Curry and comes in and does as well, which is a possibility. He is that. He can get that hot.
For sure could, yeah.
But man, this series took a turn. We might have to put an asterisk next to those finals if Steph Curry gets hurt.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, it doesn't even count.
Well, because of the crowd, I think that there needs to be like it's almost like cheating.
Yeah, facts.
So who's Finals MVP as of right now? Is it Tatum or Jaylen Brown? Like, let's just giving it to Boston since they're up 2-1.
Yeah, right now it's
through 3 games. Who is the MVP?
I'm gonna go with Jaylen Brown. But I expect Jason Tatum to win it. Yeah, but right now Jaylen Brown is.
Yeah, I would.
The so averages might look better for Tatum just because of the first 13 assists game.
And last game I think he had like 8 assists. Like he's been passing the ball very well in these finals. I think Tatum will get it. But like you said, I think right now, I don't know. I mean, Jaylen Brown has the points, but Tatum has probably been better all around. It doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things, but everyone cares about Finals MVPs for some reason.
It's because Steph Curry.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the only reason people started caring.
Shouldn't you just care that he won the championship?
Yeah.
Isn't that good enough?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Granted, like it's harder to win Finals MVP where you're getting doubled all the time. Like obviously somebody else is probably going to win Finals MVP.
Doubles in the offseason.
No, and that's why you're not in the postseason still.
All right, we're just jumping everywhere now. So yeah, that's our predictions for Game 4. Let us know what your predictions are for the rest of the series. Obviously, it's going to be a little later, but yeah. Let's talk offseason because the NBA draft is 13 days from today, less than 2 weeks away. I am absolutely so excited for the NBA draft. I don't think I've been more excited for an offseason as a sports fan for this upcoming offseason. We talked about this in the last episode a lot, but it didn't get on the air, so I'm probably going to be repeating a lot of the things we talked about. But yeah, offseason talk, a couple coaching moves just going on in the NBA. The Hornets are going to hire Warriors assistant Kenny Atkinson to be their next head coach. That'll be pretty fun. Yeah, I think that's a good move. It seems like a guy to fit with LaMelo Ball and that young core. Maybe Miles Bridges, we'll see with the pink lemonade situation.
He's coming to the D.
Quinn Snyder gets not fired, but he leaves the Utah Jazz, and now Donovan Mitchell's disgruntled and doesn't know the direction of the Utah Jazz. That's interesting. What do you think's going to go down with the Utah Jazz?
There is a lot that could go down with the Utah Jazz. They low-key might go, let's make a coaching change. Let's run it back. Let's see what happens, because you don't really have to do anything this offseason, but you probably, in my opinion, I think you blow it up. This team sucks. They have no future. I would trade Donovan Mitchell this offseason.
And do you keep Rudy Gobert at that point then? Or, like, is it a trade one, keep both, trade both?
I would trade Donovan Mitchell and just allow Rudy Gobert to be your number 1 option because I think that's, like, the best option for tanking. Like, that's your best way to lose.
And you're going to get the most young talent by trading Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, and like you can keep Rudy Gobert because Rudy Gobert isn't going to contribute to that many wins. Not saying he's like awful or anything, but I'm saying Donovan. If you have to keep one, keep Rudy Gobert because Donovan Mitchell will win you too many games to be truly tanking. But I think you can honestly tank with Rudy Gobert still there on the team.
Probably. But then it's just like, what's the point of having Rudy Gobert? If we're gonna tank. Like a guy like him needs to be a part of a team that should be winning. You know?
Yeah, but like. If the market isn't there,
exactly.
Might as well just keep him.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting with the Jazz because, like you said, they easily could just run it back and be a good team again. And I think trading Donovan Mitchell is an option. But like, if you're the Utah Jazz front office, like, how does this make your team look to the fans? Mm-hmm. Like, Donovan Mitchell's the biggest star that they have had since Darren Williams, probably, and what did they do when they had Darren Williams for a while? They had him for a while. The team didn't do good, and they dumped him off while he was in his prime. Donovan Mitchell is like 24 years old, 25 years old.
Entering his prime.
Like, entering his prime. He's the biggest star, like market-wise star that you've had on your team in Utah, and you're going to trade him away for just to reset, you know? And it's just like, that. Are you going to get a star that is at Donovan Mitchell's level in the next 10 years, you know?
Yeah.
No,
not likely.
It doesn't look good for free agency wise, which obviously no one is coming to Utah in the first place.
Yeah.
But it's just it's a move that has got a lot of backlash behind it, I guess, to trade Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, it's like trading Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah,
it's just like it's kind of like, hold on, what direction are we going now? Like we just had the best player we've had in so long, and we're gonna trade him at 24.
Yeah,
we can't do anything other than just move our best player. And I totally agree with you. I hope they work around that. I hope they can retool the roster.
I think you can.
Around Donovan Mitchell because I don't want to see him leave. I'm not dying to see Donovan Mitchell in our jersey. He's a Jazz player to me. However, like I don't like the Jazz. Yeah. Like I don't like the Jazz.
It'd be cool to see him in Miami or New York, but one, I don't think New York is going to trade for him because there's no way they get Donovan Mitchell without giving up RJ Barrett, and I don't think they're going to trade RJ Barrett.
No.
So I don't think the Knicks get him as much as the Knicks are in the talks. The Heat could, but I don't know. I think if you're the Jazz, you don't trade Donovan Mitchell unless it is like I request a trade.
Yeah.
As Donovan Mitchell.
Yep, I totally agree.
And then maybe you look at the Rudy Gobert market, see what you could get for him because I mean, I do think some teams could definitely use him, like a guy like Rudy Gobert. But he's on that ginormous contract, so it's going to be weird. I really still don't know the value of Rudy Gobert, but we'll see what happens. OG Anunoby, we talked about this last episode, but he apparently is unhappy with his role in Toronto. There's been a lot of trade talks with him. There's been a couple mock trades, like on Bleacher Report, about just like OG being involved in them. I wouldn't mind OG on the Pistons. I think we mentioned this, but like, you want Jeremy Grant for OG?
Do it.
Sure. They're not going to do it.
I would do that in a heartbeat, though. Like
I assume-
I would love to. Yeah. If I'm a team and I'm a fan of a team and we trade for OG Anunoby, man, am I happy. Because you're not giving up young talent for OG Anunoby, I don't think. I think you're giving up an established player.
Probably, yeah. I'm thinking Toronto would probably want a center in return for OG Anunoby because, they ran lineup with OG, Scotty, and Siakam last year, and it's just a lot of forwards.
Bro,
so
sign and trade with Marvin Bagley. Probably not good enough, but like
it ain't a bad idea. You want Kelly Olynyk? Like,
dude, we'll give you
send
both.
him back to Canada. I mean, it sounds like a win-win for me.
Man, I don't want to do Kelly Olynyk that dirty.
It's where he's from.
Yeah, but like, do you think he wants to go back? Probably with gas prices, he does. It's probably cheaper for him to live there.
I honestly have no clue what Canada gas is looking like.
I have no idea. Like, is our gas reflective of the world's gas? No, right? I mean, obviously not. But like, what about like Canada and Mexico? Does our gas reflect them?
I don't think so.
Oh man, you should look up what the price of gas is in Toronto. Like, 'cause now I'm curious. No, but like honestly, like if you were to get OG Anunoby, it'd be awesome.
Yeah. I think there's plenty, and he wants a bigger role, which he definitely could have. He was really good in the games that Scotty Barnes was injured last year, so I think that's part of the reason why. But it could just all be rumors, too. Who knows?
Yeah.
DeAndre Ayton is reportedly, like, for sure out as a Phoenix Sun. That's kind of what the report is. Like, it was almost like, yeah, everyone's only saying this because they just lost, but he'll probably be back. And now it's like, nah, like, he ain't going to be back in a Suns uniform.
And right now, with their current roster, that means their championship window has closed on this group of players.
Depending on what happens with the sign and trade, I think.
Yeah, but I don't know what are you getting to make your championship window open back up?
That's what I don't really know. I think because I think the main thing is they just don't want to pay Ayton that money because then it just like caps them from bringing in other guys. I still think the sign and trade to the Suns to the Spurs with Jakob Poeltl and like Devin Vassell, I think that would be kind of a good move for the Suns just because if we're being, I mean, Ayton obviously is better than Jakob Poeltl.
Yeah.
But they are the same type of player, and Poeltl's much cheaper. You get another wing in Vassell. It gives you some extra cap flexibility. I definitely think like their window isn't closed, but it for sure is a lot smaller.
Yeah, and it can definitely open back up in 2 years. Yeah. I'm saying like if they get rid of DeAndre Ayton right now,
it's not looking
this
good.
team will not win a championship. Yeah. Whatever team they currently have won't, because they didn't win it with DA.
And we'll see if I know a lot of Pistons fans on Twitter are saying they don't want DeAndre Ayton because of his softness in the playoffs or whatever. I want him.
I want DA.
I want him.
I would take
him.
I would take David Robinson any day of the week.
Yeah, I will take him on my team.
That's such a wild take.
I will take Dominating on the team for sure.
That's got to be his Xbox name.
He's got it tattooed on his chest.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh. Like going all the way across. It might be his Xbox. Yeah, he does play a lot of video games. Yeah,
so it could be his Xbox.
Whatever. John Collins, apparently the Atlanta Hawks might look to shop John Collins this offseason, which that has been, they've talked about trading John Collins for like 3 years now. We'll see.
Didn't they give him the max?
Yeah, they did give him the max, but like it's not like a bad contract or anything.
It's only like $30 million, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's quite there. It's like high 20s.
His max isn't very high. Yeah. I think that's so funny how the max for a player can mean totally different
exactly.
things.
The max means so many different things.
The max for LeBron is 40 mil. Like, you're paying him that dude
More than that,
40 mil a year. Mm-hmm. But the max for John Collins is 28. How does that work? I mean, I know
Weird.
how it works.
And then lastly, Bradley Beal is obviously going to be a big free agent. He was on Taylor Rook's podcast a couple days ago, and they were talking about his decision. And he said, "I'm going to go, or my decision is going to reflect my chances of winning." That's what he rephrased it around that, which is definitely like
That's not
an
what he
eyebrow
normally.
raiser. You know, it's like it kind of seemed like he's just going to stay with the Wizards, but he didn't say like I'm going to go somewhere where I can win. He just said like
He's gonna maximize.
my decision will, I will be taking winning into consider, like something like that.
I would love to see him take his career a little more like that. You know, where he's hungry for wins. I would like to see him kind of go out there and try and prove something.
He's still gonna get the max wherever he goes. Like it's not. He just can't. The Wizards can give him the super max. So it's like, do you want that extra $20 million or do you want to go to Miami in a sign and trade? Obviously him and Jason Tatum are really good friends. The Celtics have the contracts to maybe form a sign and trade to get Bradley Beal. I don't know if they would though, just because of like how well this team has done, and especially if they win the championship. Like,
you definitely
to trade 3 or 4 pieces for Bradley Beal would kind of be a little risky. But Bradley Beal, there's a chance he's on the move. I mean, the Detroit Pistons have a nice up and coming team.
Man, dude, I would love to see Bradley Beal moved, because the reality of it is playing on a team that sucks is completely different than the pressure you feel playing on a team that's good every single shot you take. There is a totally different amount of pressure. If you know your team isn't going to make the playoffs and you're just going to go out and score 30, it is a completely different vibe of like, holy shit, we got to win this game.
Yeah.
We have to win. I have to do what it takes to win. Players look differently in those situations. You'll see what he can really do. Because right now, I would argue that we don't know what he can really do. Obviously, he can score 30 points a game, but in low pressure situations, team is shitty. It's still the NBA. But I just want to see what he's really made of when it comes down to it.
Bradley Beal has made playoff runs in his career, but he hasn't like as the main dude on his team. Like ever since John Wall has been out of Wizards and Beal took over as like the main dude, they haven't been a playoff team. I mean, they were the 8 seed a couple years ago, and I think Beal was hurt anyways. But so it's going to be interesting to see him now with several years removed from the playoffs, maybe getting a chance to go back at it again, because guys, when guys don't make the playoffs, with how heavy like recency bias is, everyone just writes them off. Like when's the last, if Bradley Beal wasn't a free agent, would anyone have said his name like in the last 2 months?
No, unless they're talking about trades.
Yeah, exactly. Think about Damian Lillard. Anyone talk about Damian Lillard?
Don't even get mentioned.
The dude was the top talked about dude last offseason because he was going to get traded, and they lost in the first round and stuff. So it's just like, with how much little Beal gets talked about, like imagine him on a playoff team. Like how much
it'd be
more
so interesting.
Yeah,
because it really is. The NBA cares about winning. Majority of the time, the fans care about winners. That's why there's been the disdain for Russell Westbrook in the recent years. So I would love to see him have so much more spotlight put on him. Because honestly, I don't know how he'd perform. I just don't. It'd be so interesting.
A couple quick baseball things. Because we're big baseball guys.
Huge.
I mean, I am. Easton's getting there, but Casey Mize.
Strasburg is my favorure player. He came back the other night. If you guys didn't know,
he didn't do good
from
either.
injury. He's really old.
Casey Mize just announced today will be undergoing Tommy John surgery. It was expected because he came back in his AAA debut 2 weeks ago and was horrendous. Didn't even get through one inning. Kind of retweaked his elbow injury. So he will be undergoing Tommy John, which sucks. He's going to miss the whole year. It's a good thing probably that he's getting it out of the way, but he's number 1 overall pick that hasn't really shown much in over 3 years. He's had his moments of shining, but we have Tarek Skubal that has looked like a Cy Young candidate so far this year. But it sucks about Casey Mize.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I did see that, by the way.
That's awesome.
It popped up on my phone.
I know, it was breaking news.
Notification.
Too.
Yep.
I didn't like that. Usually that isn't breaking news, but it was breaking.
What I mean, number 1 overall pick 3 years ago. That'd be like if Zion had to get his ACL.
No, it wouldn't.
I mean, yeah.
Not really.
Okay, not Zion.
Not the same context.
Markelle Fultz.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I'd think of somebody not like Zion.
Zion's a little like the most star number one pick
He's the
ever.
next level. Yeah, you're right.
And then now there's rumor. Okay, question. Do you know who Jazz Chisholm is?
Can you guess the answer?
Yes, I can guess the answer.
I don't know
based
who
on
it
your
is.
laugh. Jazz Chisholm, apparently he's been breaking out this year for the Miami Marlins. I have him in fantasy, by the way. He's like one of the young studs in the MLB. Can you guess what position he plays?
Shortstop.
No, second base. That's close.
That's like, yeah.
Like he could play shortstop.
Yeah, if he wanted to.
But apparently the Miami Marlins held a 90-minute meeting this week, and it was about Jazz Chisholm, and everyone doesn't like Jazz Chisholm. So now out of nowhere, there's Jazz Chisholm trade rumors. Look, the Detroit Tigers, Jonathan Scope is not our future second baseman. So, like, if you want to come play,
We'll give you
for
Casey
Detroit-
Maez.
Yeah, Maez.
How do you say his name?
Mize.
Oh.
Yeah, sure. I mean, we probably wouldn't give him up, but yeah, we'll take Jazz Chisholm. I don't know if that's any true though. It's just rumors, but
90-minute meeting is crazy though.
Yeah.
To put a cap on
and
your
they
meeting.
just didn't like it. Like none of them like him. Like he's the star of your
What do
team.
you mean? Yeah.
he's been in the meet. Like he's the reason your team is relevant. So far
Yeah,
this
we
year.
don't like Brandon
And their
Ingram.
pitching is really good, I guess. But
Yeah.
uh,
It is.
yeah.
They go deep.
There was one more baseball. Oh yeah, Juan Soto. There was talk about Juan Soto trades going on earlier this year, and the Nats owner said they are not going to be moving him. If they did, it would be crazy. It'd be one of the best players to be traded in recent history, but he won't be getting traded, even though the Nationals suck. All right, that's good for baseball talk.
I know who Juan Soto is.
I did know you. Did
He's
that.
he's like one of the best players in baseball.
So who's
right now,
like
right?
your favorite guy in the MLB?
right now?
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
Favorite guy on your fantasy team, maybe.
Garrett Cole.
Yeah. I hate Garrett Cole. though.
Yeah.
Hey, he put up
But,
a
like,
stinker for you last night.
Yeah, he did. I also, but Nasty Nestor.
Oh, dude. And I traded Nasty Nestor to Easton.
And he's like the best pitcher in the league.
not quite, but he's been good.
He throws gas.
And he wasn't like he wasn't even a starter last year. He was a reliever, and then he became a starter this year. And he's been really good. And he's fun. Like he's a really dope guy. He's got the funny. You ever seen him pitch? Actually, he sits there and hold up his leg.
Oh
for
yeah,
like
he's
5
the one
seconds.
that'll
Yeah.
rock.
Yeah, and the pit like the umps I think hate him, but the players kind of think it's funny when he does it.
I do have another player that I really like. He's like one of my fielders. Oh man,
Will Smith.
no, God no. It's
Like-
not Max Muncy. I hate that guy.
Hey, he
I
hit a
like
bomb
I
last
like Yelich.
Yeah, Christian Yelich. Yeah,
Like him.
He's a fun one.
I like Ozuna. Marcel Ozuna.
Oh, I don't know. He did some like bad off the field stuff.
What
I
did he
wouldn't like
do?
him. Like stuff we shouldn't get into.
No,
Yeah.
I take that back. I don't watch it on
He didn't
baseball.
know that. Okay, he didn't know that.
He just is really good in my fantasy team.
Yeah, there
I
you
will
go.
trade him. I do not care.
I mean, he's playing, so he
Yeah.
didn't get in any trouble. But like, he should have gotten.
Yeah, I
trouble.
don't mess with him.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Do you know who Ronald Acuna is? At least.
Yeah.
Yeah. What team
He's
is that?
really good, right?
Yeah.
Third base?
Outfield. What team?
Acuna plays, I don't know.
Braves. I kind of. That's why I said it because I was on the
because
Braves
they're both
too.
on
But
the Braves.
yeah, I have Acuna in case.
Oh,
wanted him.
do ya?
Yeah.
Well, you can trade Ozuna for him. I don't want him anymore.
All right, let's get into our next topic, though. Before we get into our next topic, I forgot to say, I am rooting for the Boston Celtics, actually, because I want Bo Cruz to get that NBA ring on his finger. Juan Hernangomez will get a ring if the Celtics win.
Yeah,
So-
we watched that movie last night.
Yeah,
Hustle, the new Adam Sandler movie. Damn good.
I thought it was a good movie. I enjoyed it.
I had fun. It wasn't like it's not gonna move you. Like your emotions
I
aren't
mean,
gonna
you
move.
did say it was dog like 20 minutes in.
I said it was kind of. It's just like a solid movie.
You were just no, you didn't. You said I'm not gonna lie. I'm like not liking this movie right
No,
now.
I said I'm not very into it,
Yeah,
and I wasn't. And then
but I don't know. I feel like you went into that movie knowing you weren't gonna like it because you
Why?
were saying this. I feel like this movie's gonna be so.
but like I thought it was solid. I had fun watching.
Yeah, I
it.
know. But like as soon as you said that, I was like, dude, you just in your head, you are just telling yourself, I don't like this movie.
I was excited to watch the movie.
I know you were.
I was texting you about it.
I thought it was good. Like I think I just really liked it because there was so many NBA players in it. Like
Yeah, yeah.
every time I saw a guy, I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, we did laugh a lot
Yeah.
because we just like there was one dude who had us like laughing and I don't remember who it was.
It was somebody goofy.
It was just somebody like they're in this movie.
Oh, no, it
Chris
was-
Middleton.
Yeah,
had us
it was-
dying, dude.
Yeah, when he just the funniest shit actually was Luca when Luka goes, "Holy shit, Bo Cruz! This guy's come out of nowhere." Something like
You're
like
such
that.
a bad actor.
That was-
Stick to basketball.
But I think it was like that made
Yeah.
it so funny. Like,
you
holy
could,
shit, Bo Cruz!
you could tell he did that in one take.
Oh,
he did
yeah.
not retry. He was like,
100%.
good enough.
And Mo
No.
Wagner sucked in the movie too.
Yeah.
Like, that's awesome.
Yeah. Anthony Edwards got dogged on.
Anthony Edwards did a phenomenal
Yeah, dude,
job.
he was a great villain.
I think Juan Hernangomez did really good too.
Yeah, I
Like,
thought he was good.
He's honestly, if you didn't watch the NBA, like you were just
You would have no
nobody,
idea.
You would think Juan Hernangomez was an actor. I think.
Yep, I agree.
Because he showed true emotion in that movie. Like,
Yeah.
he was playing his
Yeah.
character really well.
And he's hot.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm messing.
Speaking of hot, I got on the new. If for all of our audio listeners, I got on the brand new Cade Slam cover T-shirt right now. Yeah,
Yeah, it's fire. It's
is.
heat. Speaking of hot, my shirt also deals with the word hot. Okay.
it does.
Because the Bears and Walter Payton are going to be a part of my take. One of my hot
I guess
takes.
that kind of that takes us
segue.
right in. I like that. I'm a fan of that. We are going to be doing 3 hot takes / bold predictions for the upcoming NFL season. Me and Easton are not hot take guys. I think hot
Yeah.
takes are kind of stupid.
I will
Honestly.
jokingly make a ton.
Yeah, exactly.
I
yeah.
jokingly
Yeah,
make it
and
like
I
a
feel
shit
like
ton.
I do too. But like when I'm actually being serious, I think hot takes are like the stupidest thing ever because half the time people don't believe them.
Yeah.
So that's why I put quotations around hot takes because these are things that I do believe
Could happen.
could happen. I'm not saying like they are going to happen, and if they don't, you're stupid to think that they don't. But they're just 3 things that are like bold predictions.
Mm-hmm.
Like these are things that not many people are thinking, and we're thinking them.
Yep.
So do you want me to go first?
No.
All right. Number 1.
I'm gonna start with
no.
my not Bears take. But my first take is we're gonna go all the way south, baby, to South Beach, Miami. I don't think the Dolphins will work out. I don't think the offense will work out. I don't believe, and it's not that like I don't think they'll be good because I do think they'll be good. They have a good defense. Bring back coach. You know, there's questions about Tua. There have been since he walked on to training camp in his first day. There's been questions about him, but now he's got all the weapons. Gesicki, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, which are 3 huge weapons. If he doesn't succeed, you move on. You got to get a new QB. But I'm not sure Tyreek and Waddle can work together. And it's just kind of like a play style thing in my head. Tyreek Hill without Travis Kelce won't be as lethal. Jalen Waddle will definitely still fill in that slot really well. And you can still allow Tyreek Hill to be the deep route runner on the edge maybe. But man, am I unsure about this. I am unsure about that situation working out. I don't know. I don't know. That's my hot take.
I definitely
won't work
agree
out.
with your like if Tua fails this year, move on. I 100% agree with that. I think that there's he's had excuses in the past, injuries, not many really weapons. Offensive line wasn't very good. With the new head coach, the scheme that they ran last year in San Francisco with Mike McDaniel, with Deebo Samuel, and that offense looked really good with a subpar quarterback, in Jimmy Garoppolo. Tua has no excuse to not be at least decent this year with the weapons he has. I do think Tyreek and Jalen Waddle will work because I think it honestly is going to be a lot similar to like a Tyreek Travis Kelce deal.
Hey, Jalen Waddle
Whereas
takes away all the middle.
I think Waddle, honestly, is good of a year he had last year. Yeah, I think that he's going to be helped a lot by having Tyreek because he is that 7 to 10 yard route guy and quick catch. He's kind of like Travis Kelce. Obviously, they're much different players, but just far as that aspect wise, it's going to help Waddle. Tyreek, though, yeah, he's going to be tougher because you're not having Patrick Mahomes is definitely
huge.
Gonna make things tough.
Yeah, especially when you're known for how far you can run and how quickly, and you had the best arm, one of the best arms in football behind you.
So I definitely agree. Like that's not.
It's a lukewarm
Yeah,
take.
I like that one. I definitely am a fan of it. My first one is a big one. This is like my biggest one. I'm getting it out of the way. I will not be shocked at all. I think I actually am kind of expecting. I don't think the Kansas City Chiefs are going to make the playoffs next year.
Whoa, that's a hot. Who's in their division?
I really been thinking about it. That division has become the most loaded division in the NFL with the Chiefs. But you have the Los Angeles Chargers, who added Khalil Mack, added J.C. Jackson. They still have Joey Bosa and Derwin James healthy. That defense is going to be nuts. Herbert's going to get better. The Las Vegas Raiders, added Devontae Adams. They added Chandler Jones on their defense. They already made the playoffs last year, and they were really, with the year that they had last year, with all the crap that went down.
All the shit.
Maybe if they have a normal season, they could be really good.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Denver Broncos bring in Russell Wilson, who isn't the most overrated quarterback of all time. And their defense was already really good last year. I'm sorry, that was kind of just a joke for you.
Wait, what was the joke?
I said he's not the most overrated quarterback of all time because you think he is.
Yeah, he is.
He's not. But and so that team is should be at least good, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And the Kansas City Chiefs, all those three teams I just named got upgrades. What did the Kansas City Chiefs do? They replaced Tyreek Hill with Juju Smith-Schuster, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, and who was the dude they got in the draft? They got
I have no
Sky
idea.
Moore was the wide receiver from Western Michigan, actually, who they got in the draft.
Oh, really?
But their defense, they lose the Honey Badger, who is one of the most important guys on their defense. He's gone.
I didn't realize he left. Where did he go?
New Orleans.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool. That's
to,
cool.
Back to Louisiana.
I like Tyrann Mathieu.
Yeah, me too. So the Chiefs got worse.
Way worse.
And think about how they started the year last year. They started the year off pretty poorly. If they would have, if they haven't been bad at all for the last 5 years, this would be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But we've seen them be
yeah.
through 5 weeks last year, we were really bro, are the Chiefs gonna miss the playoffs? So the fact that I've gotten a glimpse of them being bad, and now their division is better, their team is worse. I think Travis Kelce's gonna have a worse year. Not saying Mahomes won't. I think Mahomes will still be great, but their run game has never really been very good. They added Ronald Jones. I guess that helps. I don't know. I just feel like Kansas City is. Is it crazy for me to say they will finish last in that division?
It is crazy. But it's not far off.
I don't think it's out of this world to predict that. And when we do our season predictions, I still don't know if I'm going to do that. But that's just what I'm thinking
that's
right now.
You can believe will happen.
Yeah, that's what right now I'm thinking. Kansas City, with the amount of teams in the AFC, they're going to miss playoffs.
Yeah, and I definitely could see that. They could very well go 1-5 in division play. It's super hyper realistic.
I like the quick mass in your head too.
Yeah,
I saw that.
Yeah, that was good. All
right, number 2.
My number 2 is very similar take. Dealing with Chicago Bears. Very similar. Similar level of teams last season. I think the Chicago Bears will go 0-6 in the NFC North this season. I don't believe they will win a game unless it comes against the Packers. That's the only win they get. I seriously believe the Bears could be the worst team in football next year. I do not expect them to be good at all. I understand they got rid of Matt Nagy and blank Matt Nagy. You know what word? What word needs to be inserted. But Justin Fields is trash. The rest of the roster, trash. Justin Fields could be decent.
Nah, trash.
But I seriously believe this team could go 0-6 in the NFC North. Lions got better. Packers got worse, but not that much worse.
They still have Aaron Rodgers.
And the Minnesota Vikings might win the
better,
division.
But they didn't get. No, they got better. They did get. Their defense got better.
Yeah,
so.
then they might win the division this season if the Lions don't.
Mm-hmm. I like that. I actually was talking about these with my dad because I was trying to think of a third one, and he was just telling me what he thinks, and he said that same thing. He goes, "I think the Bears are going to be the worst team in the league," and I was like, I would put that, but I feel like that's not even that bold. They suck.
Really?
I think they're gonna. I 100% agree with you though.
Respect.
The Bears suck ass.
They're awful.
They're gonna be bad. The Lions don't sweep the Bears next year, I'm gonna be livid. The Bears games are the ones I'm most excited for because I want to kill them both games. God, I hate the Bears. Why are you wearing a Bears shirt, dude?
Because I just shit on them.
But it's okay. That is
And
actually,
it's sweetness.
That is cool though that you're wearing a Bears shirt and then just tore into the Bears.
And it's sweetness.
And Walter Payton, yeah.
It's sweetness. He's awesome.
It's sweetness. Wait, what is it?
Sweetness.
Oh, okay.
It's the sweet ones.
All right, my second take. This one isn't as crazy, but I feel like it still is crazy. I tried to go for one, but I think these could all happen. I think the Indianapolis Colts will have the best record in the AFC next year. They will get the bye next year in the AFC.
Why do you think that?
This is why I think that.
This is why.
Okay. Going back to like I just talked about in the AFC West. Do I think the Chargers / Raiders / Broncos or even / Chiefs could all be better than the Colts? Are a better team?
Yeah.
But they're going to be beating up on each other all year. Let's move to the AFC North, where we have the Pittsburgh Steelers, who, as much as we want to shit on them, when have they ever been bad?
Never since I've
They will
lived.
be at least decent at minimum. Cleveland Browns is a question mark because Deshaun Watson should be in prison, but he's not right now. So if he plays, the Browns are going to be good, right? The Cincinnati Bengals went to the Super Bowl last year. They're going to be good. The Baltimore Ravens got way better this offseason, even though they traded Hollywood Brown. That division is going to be beating up on each other. You move to the AFC East. This is where this take gets a little risky. The Miami Dolphins got better. The New York Jets, low-key, got better. They had a great offseason. I think it's time for them to take that jump from, worst team in the league to, fifth worst team.
Yeah, that was almost my hot take. Was
The Jets.
Zach Wilson, the Jets will take a massive jump.
I don't disagree at all.
Massive.
And then the New England Patriots made the playoffs last year. I think the Patriots are going to fall off. But the Bills obviously are the number one team that is competing, that I think probably is the favorite to be the 1 seed. But even that division is better than us moving down to the AFC South, where you have the Jacksonville Jaguars, who were the worst team in football last year. Yes, they're going to be better because they spent a bunch of money in the offseason, but I still don't see that team winning more than 4 games. The Houston Texans probably have the worst roster in the whole entire league. So if anyone's going to be worse than the Bears, it's the Texans. The Tennessee Titans, they're Derrick Henry, and that's it. And if Derrick Henry, I know they were the 1 seed last year, but that team, I just don't see it. They're probably still going to be a playoff team, I bet. Just because of
their run schemes,
they'll make
everything.
the wild card maybe, but I don't see it at all. The Colts, they've had such a good defense, such a good offensive line. They had one of the best running backs in the NFL, and now they added Matt Ryan. I don't see how that team can't win 14 games next year.
Dude is so high on Matt Ryan. You are just so high.
But Matt Ryan is better than any quarterback they've had since Andrew Luck.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
100%.
Yep.
And they've had a
100%.
great roster since then. So it's they just need to get a serviceable quarterback. Now they do.
Yeah, and it's not like Matt Ryan's he's good. He's a good regular season quarterback. I mean, MVP, best season in the league.
I love how you say regular season quarterback.
Because he's never done anything else.
Why do you emphasize that?
Because he's never done anything else.
What happened to him in the playoffs to make you say that?
A big thing. Big thing.
All right, your third take. Okay, but wait, what do you think about mine, though, about that Colts one?
I don't think it's an awful take, but I definitely think a team might be better than them. I can see the Chargers going out and just being 14-2.
3.
Yeah, you're right. But I definitely, and the thing about football is like you said, the Titans were in no way, shape, or form the best team in the AFC last season. They still were the number 1 seed.
Yeah, and that's what I'm not saying they're going to be the best team. I'm saying they are going to have the best record.
Yeah, dude.
That could mean they're the best team.
Man, we are good at these.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like I am convincing the fans right now. They're thinking, shit, I'm smashing the over on Colts wins.
Facts.
As we speak.
I'm hitting
Wait
the
till
like
we
button.
Can bet.
And I'm subscribing.
Yeah, and I'm subscribing and I'm following and I'm commenting.
5-star
and
ratings.
I'm letting my friends know. All right, your third take.
And I guess this might not be a crazy hot take by any means, but I think after this season, and maybe in your eyes it already has happened, but the 2019 LSU Tigers will be the greatest offense to ever play college football. And what I mean by that is
keep going, yeah.
Joe Burrow this season in his 3rd year at quarterback could go out and win the NFL MVP. Very, very well could. Justin Jefferson will cement himself this season as one of the best wide receivers in the league. And he did it from his rookie year where he had the greatest rookie season ever. 1 year being removed from college. Jamar Chase stayed an extra year at LSU, right?
Yeah, but he was a year younger than Jefferson.
Yeah, didn't play.
So he couldn't go to the draft.
Yeah, didn't play that whole season. Came out and balled out to the level that Jets did. Better, right? And went to the Super Bowl with Joe Burrow. Are you telling me
that
if Jamar Chase... Yeah, no. And you're telling me that those 3 all balling out immediately when they got to the NFL. There was no wait. Joe Burrow was hurt. The very first season where Joe Burrow was healthy, Super Bowl. Jamar Chase, instantly top 7 wide receiver in the league. Jets, instantly top 7 in the league. How is that not the greatest offense in college football history?
So you're saying a team that was from college in the NFL, pretty much.
Yeah. And it just shows how great they were in college because they immediately transitioned to the NFL to being some of the best at their position in the NFL. They had to have been that elite in college. They didn't all take that jump randomly.
I like that.
And that team is just incredible to me. That those three were on one roster and have come into the league and just dominated.
Yeah.
Ever since they
definitely
got here.
I would have to look at some other quarterback, wide receiver trio type situations that were on the same college team and balled Derek Carr, Devontae Adams, but not immediately, you know.
Mm-hmm. There was what was it?
Deshaun Watson, Hunter Renfro, I'm just trying to think of some.
Yeah, who was CeeDee Lamb? CeeDee Lamb played with somebody really good. Baker?
Yeah, it was Baker. Yep. Or was it? Yeah, it was Baker. Yeah, because Kyler Murray played with Marquise Brown.
Yeah.
CD and Baker. Yeah.
Yeah,
or was CD with Jalen Hurts?
Wait, was it Baker, Mark Andrews, and CD?
Maybe. Was Andrews in the league?
Andrews
already?
was on a team with Oklahoma.
He was. Yeah, he was. I just can't think of the years.
Yeah.
Oklahoma just has had so many dudes.
So many good players.
Yeah, exactly. And it's weird because they had the 3 straight years of great quarterbacks.
But did they win an NCAA championship as the best team in college football?
And none of them came in and have been as good as those guys in the NFL.
Right away.
So you're probably right. My third and final hot take goes out west. We're in the dry land, in the desert, in the canyons. We're heading out
Arizona?
We're heading out to Arizona.
I was just guessing. I'm not good at geography.
I wanted to do a 2 teams one because the first 2 I made, I was like, all right, I know I'm doing those. I wanted the third one to be player based. So this one's half player based, half team based. I could have just said Jared Goff will be really good this year. But
he will be.
But we all know that, you know?
That's
and it's
a cold
Lions
take.
bias. I could have said Aaron Rodgers is going to fall off this year
Cold
and not be
take.
top 10. It's cold take because we all know that's going to happen.
Cold take. It's like saying Deshaun Watson should be in jail. Cold take.
Yeah, duh. You know?
Obviously.
Just like Aaron Rodgers is going to fall off.
Yeah.
Duh. So I'm saying this. Number 3, I think, first of all, the Arizona Cardinals will miss the playoffs this year after being, coming up the last couple seasons. I think they will miss the playoffs. They will have a disappointing year. Cliff Kingsbury will be fired. And I think Kyler Murray will be traded in the offseason after next year. After all the drama that's gone on in the past year with Kyler Murray in this offseason, the Cardinals are going to come out, disappoint, and it's going to be time to get rid of Kyler Murray and send him off to his next team before they have to pay him a dumb extension. So that's my third one.
I don't see why that's a bad take. This team has collapsed 2 seasons in a row now towards the end of the year. Yeah, you're great in the regular season, Matt Ryan, but can you get it done when it comes to...
Okay, they went to the Super Bowl at least.
Yeah,
the Cardinals
How'd
did
they
not. Do? Look, being up 28-3 in the Super Bowl, I feel like it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's like
they did do good for a while.
And then they ran it, but they did run into...
But would you rather just lose from the get-go?
That's the issue. That's the LeBron take. It doesn't hurt your legacy.
But LeBron didn't go 3-1 though.
Go to the finals and get swept.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, quit shitting on Matt Ryan then, because if you're a LeBron fan.
No, but I don't see why that's that crazy. And Kyler Murray also has this other thing that nags at him in the back of his head. He was a first overall pick, right, for baseball?
Yeah.
First overall. Do you know how crazy that is? He could stop at any moment, man.
Well, he wasn't first overall in baseball, but he was
first round.
Yeah, he was 7th or 8th. Yeah,
he could have. You have to realize that guy has other things that he could do. Football isn't his life. I mean, I know he picked it.
It is, but yeah.
He could literally be like, fuck it. I'm not winning. I might as well go play baseball. And that's kind of like a win now scenario you instantly put yourself in with Kyler Murray. If you don't play bad and all the drama, like you said, if I was Kyler Murray, I'd demand a trade. I could be doing something else.
Yeah.
I could be going and playing baseball and casually jogging 90 feet.
And I don't think he will
while.
just because he is so good at football. But yeah, I think that if the Cardinals disappoint, I think Kyler's out of there because they've just had such a weird, ever since the Lions sunned them, since we destroyed them and they didn't post the score on
Made
Twitter.
Made them feel inferior.
Made them look like fools at Ford Field.
Tomfoolery.
They've collapsed after that. Think about in the playoff game against the Rams. They played like dog from the minute it started. And now it's just they got all this weird drama going on. DeAndre Hopkins is suspended. I don't know. I think it's donezo for the Cardinals. The only reason why this could be a horrible take is because the NFC is pretty wide open this year. Like, you have the Rams and the Bucks as the 2 top dogs, and then after that, it's kind of like who is going to be good. You know,
Didn't they just get Amari Cooper?
The Browns got Amari. They got Marquise Brown, the Cardinals.
Marquise
did.
Brown. Yeah.
But yeah, the NFC is like pretty bad this year, especially compared to the AFC. So the Cardinals definitely could still be good, but I think the Niners will be better than them at least. So yeah. That's it for our takes. I did have like some like things we could do, like who would you start, like bench cut type things. But I wanted to do the fun game thing that I said I wanted to do.
Was that the internet thing? With my computer?
Thing. Oh no, we don't need your computer.
Okay. So are we doing it?
Yeah, right now.
Oh,
we're not doing start bench cut though.
But
it's
you
something
sounded
different.
like we weren't gonna do whatever you were excited about.
No, we can still do it.
Let's go.
So yeah, I was gonna do start bench cut. We're already an hour in, and this won't take long. Have you been seeing
Kyle Lowry?
This has nothing to do with sports, by the way. Also, have you or not? Sorry. Also, we got to do the Sauce draft.
Yeah.
Like
soon.
next episode
Soon,
with
yeah.
Barry Hill and Ivan. It has to be us 4 because we're the ones who talked about it
Yep.
first. And I think that's just gonna be a Sauce draft. Like, sorry for you sports listeners, but
we gotta talk.
we are doing a Sauce draft, and there's going to be no rules. I think that's
Yeah.
the best way of doing it. Just we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
If you make a stupid pick that isn't a sauce,
We're allowed to
like
yell.
sour cream, you're going to get yelled at by everyone else. So just be ready.
Yeah.
So anyways, just so you guys are ready, like a Sauce draft is coming. And we're going to start doing a lot of drafts.
Yeah. And like random
they're
ones.
fun.
Should we
Yeah.
do one with Tyler and Peyton one day?
Yeah,
That'd
I think
be
that would be super
hilarious,
fun.
both of them.
Yeah, I think it'd be awesome.
Yeah, that would be dope. I'll
All
have to
right,
see.
but have you seen the TikToks of the duos where they try to say the same word? You ever seen
yeah,
that?
yeah.
Where like they'll go 3, 2, 1. They'll say
Yeah.
they'll say a word and then they'll like try to think about what the other dude's gonna say
Yeah,
based on those 2 words.
Yeah, like you have to like make a connection
Yeah,
between the two
I
words.
think we have to do that.
with NBA players?
No, just the words.
'Kay.
Like,
Yeah.
or should we do NBA players?
No.
We can do one of each.
Yeah, we can do a bunch.
Yeah. All right.
It won't take that
let's
long.
do words first. We're gonna try to get it in like 60 seconds though.
Oh, hold
So-
on. I gotta think of my first word.
Okay.
Uh,
I got my first word already.
okay.
But it has to be quick when we go though. Like,
Yeah.
we can't sit there and think about it.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll start at 1:02:30.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
House.
Chain. All right.
3, 2, 1. Key.
Fence.
Okay.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Car.
Gate.
All right.
3, 2, 1. Window.
Okay.
Oh no.
This is so hard. All right. Okay.
3, 2,
1.
1. Steering
Door.
wheel. Oh no. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Gas
Handle.
pedal.
Okay.
I'm going to the-
Okay. We should get this one.
Okay,
now.
yeah. 3, 2, 1.
Brakes. Let's go. And we got it under a minute.
Let's go. That was awesome.
That was pretty good.
That was so
pretty
much
good.
fun.
Yeah. All right, now let's do NBA players.
I really thought you when I said key and fence, you would go gate.
Yeah, I couldn't like honestly when I said fence, that kind of just I didn't know what to pick after that. I was definitely kind of throwing in that. Not gonna lie.
No, I felt like you were being. When I said, how do we get to window? How did I get to window?
I
I don't know.
don't know.
I don't
Door? No, I said door. All right,
I
let's
don't
do NBA players.
Okay.
Just say their full name.
Yep.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. Rudy
Darius
Gobert.
Garland.
Okay. That's like gonna be tough.
Okay.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Jordan Clarkson.
What? How did that just happen?
Oh my god, dude. That was awesome.
What?
That was so
Okay,
good.
why did you say Jordan Clarkson?
Because he's got a bag.
I was thinking I don't know why I
I was
thought of
thinking
him at
Darius
all.
Garland's got a bag. Utah Jazz. Let's combine
That's
them.
kind of what I was thinking, but I honestly have no clue why I thought of it at the
Oh
same
my god,
time.
dude! If this episode doesn't work, I'll be so sad. I might do it on the.
All right, let's do
desktop.
another NBA one because that was
so
way
funny.
too easy.
That was just so hilariously fun.
All right, I got mine.
I got mine.
3, 2, 1.
Tyrese
Otto Porter.
Maxey. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Tobias
Jonathan
Harris.
Kuminga. All right,
Okay,
all
we got.
right.
Okay,
All right.
okay. Man,
I got mine.
3, 2, 1. Al
TJ
Horford.
Warren. I'm kind of just saying random
Yeah, me
guys.
too.
All right, let me actually try to put. It's harder to put them together with players.
Yeah, it is. I'm trying to make a connection between the two, and I can't. Okay, let's.
All right, I got it. 3,
2.
Wait, ready?
Yeah, 3, 2, 1. Demonis
Jason Tatum.
Sabonis.
All right. I mean, I don't want to sit here and think about it for too long.
Yeah,
but-
me either.
All right, I got it. 3, 2, 1.
De'Aaron
Buddy
Fox.
Hield.
3, 2, 1. Tyrese
Tyrese
Halliburton.
Halliburton. I was gonna
Okay.
say him, but I couldn't think of his. That's
Okay.
why it was a little. Yeah.
Okay, we got there eventually. We got there
All
eventually.
right, let's go back to a regular word one.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
we'll end it on that.
Okay.
Should we do an NFL player one?
Yeah, might as well.
All right, let's do that first, and then we'll end it on a regular
Yeah.
one. NFL one.
Yep, got mine.
I don't got mine. All right, I got mine.
3, 2, 1.
Zach
Matt
Wilson.
Stafford. 3, 2, 1. Justin
Carr.
Herbert. 3, 2, 1. Davis
Patrick
Mills.
Mahomes.
I got one. 3, 2, 1.
Deshaun
Josh
Watson.
Allen. Okay.
We're just doing quarterbacks.
Okay, we got to restart.
Yeah.
We can't do. We got to pick 2 players. I'll pick a non-QB. You can pick a non. I don't care what you pick. I'm not picking a QB.
Okay, I probably won't either. All right, restart. Yeah, that
Restart.
one was flawed because we just were only on QBs.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
it's like you can't go off of a QB
Yeah,
at that
yeah.
point. All right, I got mine.
Yep, me too.
3, 2, 1.
Jalen
Aiden
Waddle.
Hutchinson.
Got it.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
DeAndre
Jameson
Swift.
Williams.
I don't know why I didn't pick him.
Oh man, that was just a soft.
All right, wait,
that was a
wait.
softball. 3, 2, 1. Amon
DJ
St.
Shark.
Brown.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
Josh
TJ
Reynolds.
Hawkinson. Okay.
All right, yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Jamal
Quintez
Williams.
Cephas. I'm running out of guys
All
here.
right. 3, 2, 1. Khalif Raymond.
Yeah.
All right, we got it.
Yeah.
All right, now we'll just end it on a regular word.
Yeah.
All right. I got it.
Yep.
Actually, no, that's a bad one to start with.
I got mine.
All right, I got mine.
3, 2, 1. Phone.
Green. All right.
3, 2, 1. Apple.
Oh, that was hard.
That was awesome.
That is a perfect way to end this episode. Everyone, please go give us a like and follow and subscribe on everything. Hopefully this is out and we'll be more consistent, and we'll be back with the Sauce Draft maybe soon.
Maybe soon.
Bye.
Peace.